See, now it's a clear-cut demand. I have been waiting to tell you all this. It's a clear-cut demand from my side because I am predicting everything very, very correctly and unusual things. Before the end of the group stage only, I said that Group F, which everybody is saying is the group of death in Euros, is not the actual group of death because it's the group of breath. It's providing blockbuster encounters right from match day 1. The actual group of death is Group B, where Denmark, Russia, Finland and Belgium were there. And just look at the results. Belgium with 9 points went with flying colors to the next round, but the next 4 teams, all with 3 points, locked with 3 points. On the basis of goal difference and other calculations, Finland has finished third. They can still qualify. They have to look at other results and they have to see whether they can qualify as one of the 4 best third place teams. But Denmark, what a memorable story for them, what a fairy tale for them. They qualified as the 2nd place team. Russia has been knocked out of the tournament, and now because of predicting this, I want you all to do one thing. Just subscribe to our channel if you like the video and hit the bell icon for notifications. Now, I always like these fairy tale stories in any kind of sport because these are the stories which keep you engrossed in a game. And by the way, Denmark's story shouldn't have been a fairy tale story. Denmark were favorites to progress from this group because they have been playing consistently good football in the qualification matches also. Finland's story could have been a fairy tale one, but when Christian Eriksen had that cardiac arrest in the first game against Finland, had to be taken to hospital and were so near to death. After that, the way his friends, his family and the supporters reciprocated and helped Denmark jump back on the track, get back on the track, that was motivating. Because see, they played the game after that huge tragic incident. They lost against Finland, could have drawn the match because missed a penalty. Next game, the toughest game in the group stage against Belgium. 70% of the game they were dominating, scored a very early goal, 98 seconds, dominated the game, could have had 2 more goals, but lost thanks to or no thanks to Kevin De Bruyne's brilliance. And then in the last game, where not only they had to perform well, they had to hope that Belgium beat Finland, which Belgium finally managed to do. They themselves also had to play good football. And what football they played, entertaining football. 4 goals in an international match is not easy, and that too in a major tournament, because Russia were not out of the tournament. Remember, they were also trying to fight for the 2nd or 3rd spot, and out of that 4 goals, 3 were world-class goals. Now just I have one question: how many world-class goals do you see on a regular basis in one match? Maybe 0. In 3 or 4 matches, there might be 1 world-class goal from outside the box. But in this game, the goal of Damsgaard from around 25 yards out was brilliant. One touch, direct shot in the top corner. The goalkeeper just stood, Russian goalkeeper. Christensen, the Chelsea player, with a rocket shot after 2 great saves by the Russian goalkeeper, which just almost tore apart the net. 2 world-class strikes, I have told. Now from the left, a brilliant run, counter-attacking run. Mehela, the brilliant shot from in the right post, in the first post, underneath the goalkeeper's hands, and another beautiful goal. 3 world-class goals to make a mark in a tournament, to qualify in front of your vociferous fans in Copenhagen. That's the impact you want to make to go to the next round. That's the way you pay a tribute to your friend who was for the last few days struggling in hospital, fighting with his life. That's the way to give respect to the fans who have come in huge numbers and supported all throughout the tournament. And always in the Denmark versus Belgium game also, the way this Denmark team was attacking, with Damsgaard, with Vass down the right, and on the left Mehela, Brathwaite in the front, and then all the passes, Poulsen, another forward. All of them were attacking with so much intensity and so clinical football they were playing. In the Belgium match, they missed a few chances and that would have hurt them very bad. But this team has a very good character when it comes to attack. Another attacking team just like the Netherlands or Italy, which can shock a lot of teams. Their defense is also very strong. Goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel is very strong. And in the next round, they are playing a team like Wales, who had a very average performance in the group stage. They could have qualified, might not have qualified. They were very lucky to qualify in the second place with 4 points in the group of Italy. But now they will be playing against Wales, and I think they are favourites to win that because they have got the momentum. Yes, the match will not be in Copenhagen, it will be in Amsterdam, but the way this Denmark team has regrouped, I won't be surprised if they beat Wales and then go on and surprise or shock any other big team in this tournament. I don't want to get any kind of shock, so please, if you like the video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. For now, here's Argo Bhattacharya saying goodbye.